go on a journey. Sit back, buckle up, enjoy the ride with Petry Consulting. So inspiring.
Hello, my name is Petry, and you are watching the Petry Consulting Network. I would like to be the first to say Happy Women's History Month to you. If you did not know, March has been dedicated as Women's History Month so that we can honor all of the contributions that women have made to the great United States of America. Before I get started, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel right now, because I'm going to upload some amazing videos and content about women for the entire month of March, and I promise you do not want to miss that. And if you would like a presentation or a workshop on diversity, equity, and inclusion as it pertains to women, contact me on my website at CAPETRYLLC.com. Now, let's get to Mary Bethune. Mary Bethune has accomplished so many major milestones in her life. It was very difficult for me to narrow them down for this video, but I did my best, and hopefully you will learn something about Mary Bethune that you did not know before, or you will learn some new information on top of what you already knew. Mary Bethune, as I stated, had so many major milestones in her life that still benefit women, men, African Americans, everyone to this day. And I honestly do not know where to start. So I guess I'll start at the beginning. Mary was born to former slaves, and she was one, get this now, of 17 children. Yes, you heard me right. I said 17 children. God bless her mother and father. Mary Jane Bethune became one of the most important black educators, civil and women's rights leaders, and government officials in the 20th century. The college she founded set educational standards for today's black colleges, and her role as an advisor to President Franklin Delano Roosevelt gave African Americans an advocate, a much needed advocate in the government. Bethune opened a boarding school, the Daytona Beach Literary and Industrial School for training Negro girls. This was the first ever school for not just African American girls, but for girls all over the United States of America. And that was done in Florida. So, as a female, you have the honor of thanking Mary Bethune for paving the way for girls to go to school. And if you are a father and you have daughters, you can thank Mary Bethune for paving the way for your daughter to go to school. If you have nieces, if you have a wife, if you have a mother, you can thank Mary Bethune for paving the way to allow all of the amazing women in your life the opportunity to go to school. Eventually, Bethune's school became a college, merging with an all-male Cookman Institute to form the Bethune-Cookman College in 1929. This historically black university is still thriving and still going on and still educating to this day in Daytona, Florida. A champion of racial and gender equality, Bethune founded many organizations and led voter registration jobs after women gained the right to vote in 1920. Bethune, of course, risked racial attacks. She had many threats upon her life, and who knows what else she went through just for the right for women to vote and go to school. Now, I'm going to do a video later on in this month about how African American women helped start and progress the right to vote for all women. So if you haven't done so, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel right now. So when I put that video up, you will be the first to know. Mary Bethune also played a role in the transition of African American voters from the Republican Party, the Party of Lincoln, to the Democratic Party during the Great Depression. A friend of Eleanor Roosevelt, in 1936, Bethune became the highest ranking African American woman in government at that time when President Franklin Roosevelt named her Director of Negro Affairs of the National Youth Administration. And she remained in that position until 1944. Bethune was also a leader of FDR's unofficial Black Cabinet. In 1937, Bethune organized a conference on the problems of the Negro and the Negro youth and fought to end discrimination and lynching. In 1911, Bethune opened the first black hospital in Daytona, Florida. Did you hear that? One woman, one black woman, opened a hospital for African Americans in the city of Daytona, Florida. So when people say, or when you read it, one person can make a difference, it is the truth. And Mary Bethune is proof that one person, one woman, one African American woman can make a difference. She started this hospital because one of her black students at her college got sick and was denied health care at an all-white hospital in Daytona, Florida. So Mary took it upon herself to open her own hospital so all African Americans could receive health care when and if they needed it. Thank you so much, Mary, for stepping out in faith, courage, and boldness and doing what no one else would dare to do. Mary has been honored with so many awards, and rightfully so. Her life has been celebrated many times over. But one thing that has been done to celebrate Mary's life, she was honored with a memorial statue in Washington, D.C. in 1974. And she has a postage stamp that was given to her in 1985. Mary's final resting place is a residence in the National Historic Site, as it should be. I strongly encourage you to go and do your research. Find out more information about Mary Bethune and all of the wonderful things that she did that we are still benefiting from to this very day in 2022. Go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel right now, as I will be uploading wonderful content about the wonderful works women have done in the United States of America. And join in on the conversation. Let me know, what do you love about Mary Bethune? Drop it in the comments below. I would love to read it. And don't forget, give me a thumbs up on this video.
So it's